Want to save money on your electric bills in the summer? Here's one idea. Go outside. Summer is the perfect time to enjoy the outdoors with family or friends. Go to the beach. Spend mornings and evenings outside. While you're having fun outdoors, your lights can be off and your appliances not running, so your electricity usage gets cut. Makes sense, right? Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Jamaica Magazine. I am your host, Audrey Williams. Today we'll be learning how to give our lives meaning by taking part in activities that will advance our personal and financial development. Stay with us. We'll have more after the news.
I'm Chef Martin McGinley, Executive Chef at Round Hill Resort and Spa. And I started cooking at 15 and I've continued to cook now. So that's close to 35 years now. My main focus is LCCC, Light, Clean, Caribbean Cuisine. That's what I stand by, that's what we look for, and that's what we demonstrate here at Round Hill. A lot of clients who come here, they know what they come for. You know, they come for a lifestyle. They come to eat the purest food, they come to relax. So our expectations are very high. Well, Jamaica has the big, bold flavors. You know, we have the Scotch bonnet, you have the jerk, the ginger's real spicy, and everything's super fresh. You know, fresh is when you're able to pick it and you're able to use it at the same time. I have a program here at Round Hill called See, Touch, and Taste, where we're able to take the guests to our organic garden. They get to see it, they get to touch it, and we bring it back to the kitchen and get to taste it. That's fresh. Now, when you working with the freshest ingredients and freshest product, it takes you to the next level. Why come to Jamaica? To experience the people, the culture, and the food. Because it is unbelievable when you're able to come to an island and get all those three things wrapped into one. It's amazing. And they got great beaches and sunshine is here too as well.
Good day, I'm Marjorie Gordon and this is your GIS News for Friday, July 21, 2023. Government is investing another $29 million this year to provide fisherfolk with grants, vouchers and safety gear to improve their operations and help the sector grow. The money is being allocated through the Fisheries Sector Production Improvement Program. Portfolio Minister Floyd Green made the announcement in a statement to the House of Representatives on Wednesday.
Madam Speaker, what we're trying to do using our fisheries incentive program is to incentivize the professionalization of the fisheries sector. And as such, our first grant, which will be to the tune of $10,000 each, targeting 400 fishers who operate fishing vessels, is an outboard motor fuel grant.
He says grants will only be given to anglers who have regularly maintained their fishing license for the past 2 years.
The other thing that we're doing, Madam Speaker, is that we're trying to encourage young people and women to get involved in fisheries. And as such, we'll be making small grants of $120,000 available to 50 youth, including young women, who are operating in the fisheries industry.
This has a budget of $6 million and individuals must submit a proposal outlining how they intend to use the grant in developing their business. Meanwhile, RADA is urging farmers across the island to take steps towards securing their homes, crops and livestock as the hurricane season continues. The Atlantic hurricane season lasts from June 1 to November 30. In an interview with GIS News, a senior plant health and food safety officer at RADA, Francine Webb Lawrence, says the season carries several concerns for farmers.
What are some of the risks that are posed to farmers as a result of the hurricane? One is that you can have crop damage. Of course, this is as a result of the winds, high winds, heavy rain associated with the hurricane. That, of course, can cause significant damage to crops. The winds can break the plants, uproot them, or cause other kind of physical damage. And the heavy rains and the flooding can drown the plants or wash them away, cause damage through soil erosion.
She adds that livestock are also at risk, especially from flooding, as well as flying debris that can damage pens and other structures, leaving animals open to outside elements.
It's important for farmers to come together, local farmers, so if you don't have an active group within your area, we encourage you to work with your extension officer to revamp that farmers group.
Farmers are advised to incorporate hurricane preparedness in their planting and livestock rearing calendar. Information on this and sources for support can be found on their website at rada.gov.jm. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF has received several pieces of equipment to boost the training capacity of its members. Procurement of the items, valued at 108 million Jamaican dollars, was funded by the Inter-American Development Bank as part of the JCF's security strengthening project. The computers, projectors, tablets, hard drives and servers were handed over at the National Police College in St. Catherine on Wednesday. The equipment will also support the case management system and rollout of the station records management system to eliminate the station diary books. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says the security strengthening project has been able to accelerate the force's modernization process through digitization.
The digitizing policy of operation is the defining feature of the 21st century policing. While its benefit cannot be overstated, the process does not merely refer to purchasing modern equipment for the police. It requires a plan of action, committed partnership, and unwavering political will.
Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson says the advanced training with the equipment will allow for smoother integration of new recruits.
Once we train people here, then we don't have to retrain them when they get to the station. We can focus our external training on the persons who are already in stations and in formations.
The government is providing a 2-year payment relief of bauxite production levy to Windalco. Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, told Parliament this week that the government made the decision after assessing the challenges faced by the company.
The agreement is that during the period of the waiver, the jobs at Windalco will be maintained. Additionally, Madam Speaker, during this period of the waiver, Windalco has committed to producing alumina in terms of volume at a level that is 10% higher than what was produced in 2022.
He said government would be revising the bauxite production levy regime during the 2-year period to make Jamaica more competitive in the industry.
The waiver for Windalco in respect of the bauxite levy is about jobs and it is about foreign exchange. In light of current circumstances, it's about looking at the bigger picture and preserving relatively high-paying jobs in Jamaica.
The Mandeville Comprehensive Health Center has been upgraded to offer improved services. The facility has also been retrofitted with additional safety features to be more resilient to natural and other disasters. The upgraded health center was handed over recently after completion under a $6.5 million Caribbean-wide Smart Health project. The project is funded through the United Kingdom Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office with support from the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
It's a really good partnership. This smart facility, of course, with the technical support of and standards that PAHO provided, the guidance, PAHO WHO, really has created people and government of Jamaica, Pan American Health, WHO, and of course UK Aid, the British government and people, what is a model that we want to standardize across the length and breadth of Jamaica and our public health system.
As part of the upgrades, a rainwater harvesting system was installed with both above ground and underground tanks. In addition, the green areas at the facility were improved to provide far more efficient cooling and ventilation. Antimicrobial surfaces were also introduced in critical areas. And finally, the Meteorological Service of Jamaica has launched Jamaica's first official weather app. The app, called Jamaica Weather, will improve the Met Service's capacity to effectively communicate short and medium-range forecasts to its various stakeholders in a more easily understood format. Minister with a portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Senator Matthew Samuda, says the app is critical to the country's ability to plan. Key features include local and hourly weather forecasts, forecast views, severe weather warnings, customizable forecast, and sunrise and sunset times. Minister Samuda says government will be undertaking similar projects to develop the country's capacity for analysis. The Jamaica Weather app was developed under the Building Resilience Through Climate Adaptation Technologies (BREDCAT) project. It's an initiative of Resurgence, a social enterprise based in the United Kingdom, and the Jamaica-based Caribbean Climate Innovation Center. The app is available on both the Apple and Google Play stores. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Marjorie Gordon. Thanks for watching.
Tina, they don't want to come here none of them there. So what, you don't like bike man?
Yeah, but man I like careless man. Where your helmet then?
Bad man no real helmet, mama.
Stop the foolishness. We have one friend dead. 3 with pin on them leg when rain fall, them can't walk good.
Yeah, me understand what you're saying. So what, you can go for a ride weekend?
Yeah, when you get helmet for me and you.
Say it with me. Farming is for everyone. Now that we have that understanding, please turn your attention to our next feature, where you'll meet a young man who believes in the inclusivity of farming.
We have a little hospital coop basically for the chickens that don't look so promising. My uncle Raymond, he's a big poultry farmer because social media is marketing tool basically. Hi, my name is Cleo Jones and this is my story. I'm a 21-year-old poultry farmer. Started farming about 4 or 5 months ago. Went viral on TikTok, and ever since the poultry business has been booming for me. I started with only 100 chickens, and right now on the farm collectively me and my uncle have about 4,000 chickens, including layers.
Cleo come by my farm and his man and mother and he said, "Mommy, I love farming." And I said, "Okay, bring him over and I teach him how to farm," and so him started out.
When I just started poultry farming, the big question was, how am I going to be different? I didn't just want to walk into a restaurant and say, "Can I speak to the owner? Hey, some race fowl." I didn't just want to do that. I wanted to market it in a way that I separated myself from other poultry farmers, made my brand different. And something just came to my mind that, hey, you're good at, music, you're good at writing songs, poems. Why not infuse that creativity into the business, spread it on different social platforms and see what could happen. That's what I did, and it worked. Okay, you want a song? All right, so. If education are the key, ambition are the locksmith. First batch sold off is another batch. This to the profit like gymnasts, make you back flip back that again till you see a fat brick. We supply wings and legs and hip for the curry and fry and the jerk man grill link. If you know smarty with the chicken and chips, big up Damien and the whole chicken and things. High pro feed, make your birds active. Youth start farming and make a million quick. The reason why I decided to go into poultry is because Corona taught me one of the most important business lessons, and that is essential business is the most important. So most of my customers that, order chickens from me, they do it via social media because, social media, it's the new marketing tool. It's not a case where I have to bring them on the farm. I just need the address to have it delivered to them. Most of the times I'm busy, so I don't do the delivery, but I have the courier that does the delivery for them. So I get the order, basically open the deep freeze, weigh the chickens that are already harvested, and send it off to the restaurant, to the wholesale, to the cook shop, the household, wherever. What we do, we go to a super center. We pick up the baby chickens from the hatchery, fresh out the eggs and everything. We transport them here on the farm. We have 2 coops that we use as the nursery coop, basically, because those coops contains the heat bulbs and the required facility to basically nurture those baby chicks. Then after that, we transport them to the big coop. And we basically feed them for 6 weeks, take care of them until they're ready to be harvested.
What I do, I actually build about 6 huge concrete tanks and harvest rainwater and treat it. So wherever time already, I use that for the chicken, for the pig, and for the goat. So I don't buy a lot of water. I've actually calculated 9 months of rainfall water. So that means if I have drought for 9 months, I can supply myself for 9 months with water.
Jamaica is basically importing a lot of things that we have the potential to grow. I would advise a lot of youths to jump into farming. It's profitable. There's a great demand for it, so you just want to market your stuff the right way. So yeah, I would definitely encourage everybody to build a fall cube, plant some cabbage, plant something, grow something. Now that you see what I'm doing, you can join in on this too. Stop farm fool, farm foul.
A balanced existence at any age can assist in maintaining a person's physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. So, parents, please take that into consideration when planning summer activities for your children. Here's more on how to start.
Wow, what a school year that was. The pickups, the drop-offs, the exams, the classes. Oh, I'm so glad for the break. Thank you, summer.
But wait, all play and no work is just as bad as all work and no play.
Studies suggest that mathematics and reading suffer significantly during the long summer months when students are away from the classroom. We don't want our children to suffer from summer learning loss. We want to help them maintain their academic development and possibly learn new skills over the summer break. Here are some workable ways to prevent the summer slide. Summer school and camps are sure ways of keeping your child active during the break from school. Not only are they educational and recreational, they may also help grow your child's interest in a particular area. As parents, we should take the time to read, write, and spell with our children. That way, their minds are constantly engaged. For older children, have them write reports on the interesting books they've read. And with that, your children will be ahead of the class when they're asked to write an essay about their summer holiday. What's more, all the parish libraries have a summer program that your children can be part of. In addition to reading sessions, the library offers embroidery, art and craft, performing arts, games, tablet tutorials, and computer training. Math is all around us, so there's no reason for the learning to stop when classes end. On the road, you and your child can take turns making up math problems and answering them. At home, cooking and baking can help with measurement and fractions. You can create summer jobs for your child with house chores that you pay for in cash or kind. Children can also take up gardening. Items on the grocery list can be added, subtracted, and multiplied. Games are also a good source of incorporating math into your child's routine during the summer months. You could try football, cricket, hopscotch, card games, and dominoes. And not only do games keep our children's brains sharp, being physically active reduces their risk of becoming obese. Jamaica is awash with parks, museums, zoos, and other cultural locations. They can help your child with civics, history, and integrated studies. There are also cultural events taking place during the summer months, including emancipation and independence celebrations. Aside from learning about our culture, the most important benefit from these excursions is spending quality time with our loved ones. For children going to a new school or a new grade, introduce them to their new books. Have them read stories and practice math problems. Parents can also make flashcards with their children and by so doing, revise all that they've learned over the weeks. Children may explore their creative side by making a movie on a smartphone or tablet. There are also tons of free educational websites that can help children stay on top of their learning throughout the summer.
When I try these, my children will definitely be ahead of the curve.
Fish farming is an excellent way to generate money while also contributing to Jamaica's food security. Please take a look at our next feature for more details on how you can get engaged in this area of farming.
Fishing. The simple act of casting a line with a bait in the hopes of catching a nibble from a fish has been an essential aspect of human civilization since hunter-gatherer times and is one of the few food production activities that have survived from prehistory to modern day. Today, it has evolved to become yet another source of income for many, including our own fisherfolk. But how is fisheries regulated? Enter Jamaica's National Fisheries Authority NFA, an agency under the umbrella of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. The NFA is entrusted with overseeing, regulating, and preserving the fisheries industry while working to improve the fishermen's fishing experiences and incomes. A critical focus area of the NFA has been aquaculture. This is the breeding, growing, and harvesting of fish, shellfish, and aquatic plants, or the act of farming in water. This means our tilapia and oyster farmers are at the heart of Jamaica's aquaculture practice. In addition to regulating the sector and providing support, the NFA has also taken on the task of educating and encouraging Jamaicans about the benefits of tilapia farming as another approach to boosting local fish production and reducing stress on reef fish.
The reef fish, that is fish caught in the reefs in and around the Jamaica's shoreline, that population is decreasing. And our fishermen will tell you that when they go out, they have to go further and further out to get a decent crop of fish to sustain themselves. Tilapia has been grown in Jamaica since the 1940s. Its fortunes have ebbed and waned with time. And so here we are now trying to promote it, to push it, to get people to not only eat it, but to get people to also produce it.
As a result, the National Fisheries Authority has begun to employ different creative approaches to increase tilapia production and consumption. The upcoming cooking competition is one of those approaches which aims to highlight the different ways tilapia can be enjoyed. While the NFA continues working to expand aquaculture, effort is also being made to revitalize reef fishing. An initiative to train fishermen for pelagic or deep-sea fishing is part of that drive. A technique in which a fish aggregation device, FAD, is strategically placed to attract pelagic fish, allowing fishermen to fish beyond reefs, is also being explored as a more cost-effective method. The creation of fish sanctuaries has also been essential to the sustainability of our reef fish. Fish sanctuaries are no-fishing zones developed to conserve the bay's breeding grounds and fish habitats while progressively increasing the fish population in the neighboring regions.
We are seeking to develop production of shrimp, production of oysters, production of sea moss, or Irish moss as we call it here in Jamaica. And so there is a huge development towards the aquaculture industry because, as I said, the sea product is declining. Aquaculture is the saving grace, if you will, of Jamaica's fisheries endeavors because it has so much potential for growth and development.
And not only will aquaculture contribute to the improvement of fish habitats and the rebuilding of stocks of threatened or endangered species, it will also assist to feed the nation today and for the foreseeable future.
Earlier in our show, we addressed one way to lower your electric bills, particularly during the summer months when the heat is up and we may run the fan or AC more to cool down. We advise you to spend time outside, during which your lights and appliances will be off. But if you intend to remain at home, here are some other strategies for cutting your costs. 1. Turn off the lights and electrical devices when not in use. 2. Replace your light bulbs with LED options to save electricity. 3. Conserve energy when washing and drying your garments. Consider line drying instead of using the machine. 4. Reduce your energy use in the kitchen. For example, if you avoid overfilling the electric kettle, this cuts the boiling time and saves electricity. 5. Open windows and allow cool breeze to come inside to reduce your dependence on fans or air conditioners. 6. Purchase energy-efficient appliances, and bear in mind your electric bills might not immediately decrease significantly, but in due season you shall reap the benefits. We've reached the end of our program. Get a recap of everything you saw here and more on our website, jis.gov.jm. I'm Audrey Williams. Bye for now.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.